day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gold. As you all know, and I welcome to Corporate Radio and Television Station where they give a back to back as they hot, as they suburb. For this our obodo Nigeria. Still on this Tunubu matter and this Niger matter where they suburb for here and there for this obodo Nigeria. You know, some professional observer for this electoral commission and this election will pass. Whenever to tell like that, don't come talk their mind. Say any threats to judiciary is a threat to our democracy. It shock you too, which means if Tinubu or Agbado people or APC or any other party threatens the judiciary, is also a threat to our democracy. Which means the man go further and explain that justice must be done and also must be seen.
Generally across from all these tiers and arms of government, and which is telling today on the lives of the ordinary Nigerians. We will say this, that any threat on the judiciary is a threat to democracy. This is an important tenet of democracy, that the judiciary must be free, must be independent, and then for rule of law to work, we must see it being operated, meaning justice must be done, and not only done, it must be seen to be done. It must be seen to be done. And unfortunately today, no one here today will beat his chest and say that we believe in the autonomy, we believe in the independence of our judiciary. Now, permit me to go through some of the key things we have highlighted for Nigerians and the world to know. First, we have seen it that a senior advocate of Nigeria in a democratic dispensation will tell the world that if the judges uphold justice, there is going to be anarchy. Why not say that if the justices or the judges now do injustice, there will be anarchy? If not in Nigeria, where would you have a senior advocate saying that when the judges do the right thing, there is going to be anarchy? COPDEM and all well-meaning Nigerians are against these kinds of politically incorrect statements at the highest level. And based on this, let us recall on the legal profession itself, the presidency, and all arms of government to come together and condemn these approaches and condemn such utterances before our own judges, whose life might be put into danger if perchance they take what that very lawyer is saying, because it's a democratic and it's a threat. It's undemocratic and it is a threat. Now, more so, not long ago, last week, there was a support group or a coalition of support groups of APC held in Kaduna who came out to tell the world that only God can remove Tinubu from office. Now, for the media itself to carry this is a threat to our democracy. Why do we have a judiciary? Why do we have the election petition tribunals? And why do we have all the tiers of hierarchy of courts in Nigeria? It's for justice to be done and be seen to be done. So, for any group to be given a voice to come to tell the world that only God can remove the president from his position is simply anti-democratic, and in fact, this should be labeled as treason, because our constitution is the supreme law operating in Nigeria, and then we are one nation under God, but God has given us the instruments of the constitution to be used and then the relevant laws to be applied for justice to be done and be seen to be done. On this also, we urge on all Democrats, compatriots, Cobdemites, and all who are interested in an egalitarian Nigeria and society to condemn these approaches and to condemn these utterances as undemocratic. Our law enforcement agencies, too, are involved in this because everyone must play their rules, their roles according to the game for democracy to work. Now, it is actually embarrassing for Nigeria here, right in the center of the Federal Capital Territory, for us to see two law enforcement agencies, fight each other, trying to take custody of a man who is alleged to be in the possession of firearms. And not firearms, I should use maybe in the plural sense, 1 or 2 guns. But then in the same society, in the same country, you have a bandit brandishing weapons of mass destruction and threatening genocide against a particular tribe, and yet pronouncing or claiming to be supporting a democratically elected president. With this is, I would say, an utter embarrassment to our democracy. And then that very fracas, that unfortunate incident happened right in the premises of the courts, and nothing happened. Now, whether we like it or not, this is not saying well for our democracy, and we must all come out to condemn it with our loudest voices, and that's what we are doing in Cobdem. Now, again, we equally urge our lawmakers to consider making the relevant legislations to support our democracy, because without the relevant, needful, and relevant legislations, our democracy is in danger. Now, and especially that judiciary that we are focusing today on is under threat. Now, we are all aware, and it is all over the social media, that a senator in the chambers of the Senate is making these revelations that he had influenced his wife on many occasions to pass judgment or to be of favor to some of his friends and colleagues. Now, for that to also come out, and even in the most noble of all our chambers, arm of government, I think it does not say well of our democracy. And it means our justices and judges, the judiciary entirely, is under threat. It is also important for us to say that we are concerned too by the plight of Nigerians today as it is. That certainly we all know from the background that we have looked at, and why even the Nigerian Labour Congress is on protest. It's threatening an industrial action, indefinite one, because of the way things are going. Now, not that is our major problem. We know these things happen over time. But this time around, with the incumbent government, in less than 30 days, we witnessed the salary increment for the president, vice president, and other political holders to about 114%. Now, if these are people who have been elected to represent, to serve the people, why would they start serving themselves? It does not, resonate with common sense.
You don't hear them. We go continue to talk the truth. My people, Tinubu must not be the only person in Nigeria that we have a controversy over every other citizen. No, we no go agree. All we want in this country is justice. Yes, because every Nigerian see the evidences presented in the court of law. We're not blind though. No be say we close the eye. Even if we close the eye, we not close the inner eye. All I want to say is all eyes still on the judiciary. We gather day, we no run. No be say we trauma. We gather day this country. We can't wait for the judgment. It can be in the favor of anybody. We are not saying it must be in the favor of Tinubu or in the favor of Peter Obi or in the favor of articulated. No, not be only that way they talk. One thing with the talk be say, we want justice and our democracy must be well spelled out. Now, I be you won't beat me. Now the democracy, now we they talk. Oh, my people, anything where you do for this Opodo Nigeria or any country where you find yourself, try the day straightforward. Because anything will make you use mago enter one seat as a president, minister, wait to another hearer. Say Erufai don't reject, he don't reject the nominees. To become a minister, he say he no want, make the delegate another person for him. Now, I want to show you one picture. Reason why SSS don't put some allegation on top of your head. Just watch this picture for this side. You don't see the picture? This is the reason why he say you know what. Because the man don't want to make anybody here for this Opodo Nigeria. Yes, now, because we are in a technological generation. Now, I want to know our pastors. When our own century don't pass. So now I say make I go do this more, my boy. Make I tell my people to. I don't talk my own and I don't close my mouth. Which is going to buy.